He talks and he goes. But education is not giving a lecture, because our system is failing. If you have taken AI here and find out how many people brain is receiving our talk, how many people are receiving our talk, how many are restoring the talk, and how many can write today. You would have known now, half of them are not listening. From this classroom of 500, half of them are not receiving. 50% those receiving, they are hearing here and going out. And then if you at the end of this ask, what was the panel discussion? How the AI is going to help the education system, teaching system, they will say, we don't know. So the question is that just physically sitting like a robot is same as robotic teacher coming to student. So we have told teacher is a educator, is a mentor, is a pathfinder, is a motivator, and he shows the person what is the future life. That is what Gurukula Ashram was today, that time. So question today teacher, you cannot compare as an ideal teacher. If you put a robot, it's even further worse. Because robot is not going to have any eye contact, robot will not give him ethics, robot will come, whatever feed, will teach that. So I don't think robotic teaching to the student is any good.
Okay, thank you very much. I think all the students should listen this. There is no substitute to physical teacher. We'll go back to the discussion. See, looking at the opportunities, we have significant amount of ethical and other deviations. Now looking at that, the students or the community, those needs training and create ethical guidance so that the students community can take the AI application to that extent. So looking forward, obviously the policy and recommendation should be in place. So AI being the opportunity and the other side with the ethical violations and other complexities, the policy roadmap should be also very clear. So that is obviously we are yet to see and things are coming. I would invite, before concluding this session, I will invite a couple of questions from this audience. We can have a couple of 2-3 questions. Yes. Can you give the mic to him? So you have to very specific and question to the audience, I mean to the panelist or specific panelist.
Yeah, hello. Yeah, sir. So I'm a BTech student in my final year. I'm from ITR. Okay. And my question is about the use of AI in healthcare sector. As sir said, we can't use AI in the healthcare sector because it's about human feelings and emotions. But I think we can use AI in the research part of medical sector. There are tools which are given by big tech companies I guess in Gemini, notebook LLMs, and everything is already there. And I also think I heard your lecture, sir. So at last you made a point that we can use it for donations, for matching the donors and the receivers, and that's a really good use. That's a really good use of AI. I wanted to ask, is there data already available for us to just match the donors, or we have to make the data and then the AI infrastructure to match all those donations? So these are my questions, sir. So can you please answer? Thank you.
I think some data available, some data are not available. If I answer you, how many people are waiting for kidney transplant or heart transplant, liver transplant, we have data. How many are dying of liver failure, kidney failure, bone marrow failure, but we have no data. How many are going to give you donation? Who is the person going to die and give the kidney? Or who the person is going to be given? So we have haphazard data which can give you some impression from the AI, what is the problem, how big is the problem, what is the things going to worsen or going to improve. But we have no solution where from we get organ. There is a 25 years back, I think many people knew, somebody in Assam took a pig heart and put human being. and he was in jail. Okay, and about 50 years back, a person said, in 50 years, man in the moon. And he was is a scientist from UK, and the people in UK thought he's a mad person. He's predicting man will be moon in 1950, and they thought, man, he had to leave and stay in Sri Lanka. But in 1968, man was the moon. So the question is that what you are telling, we do not have data for everything, but we have data. What is the problem? How big is the problem? And solution we do not have, because that solution is not so simple to come.
Right.
How many of you did donate kidney for another person who dying? Raise your hand. If your friends are going to die of kidney failure, how many? 1%. We require 2 million kidney transfer per year, and we are doing currently 20,000. We require 2 million kidney transplant per year and doing only 20,000. That's all. This is Indian scenario. Thank you.
Okay, so it seems to be the.
So can I ask one more question? Just one.
Just 1 minute.
हेलो भैया मैं इनको क्लैरिफाई कर देता हूँ. No, you hold it. When you are going to train the LLM, large language model, you need not have to get a data which will be forecasted for 20 years back. You need a structured and unstructured data. When you go for training, I have employed 50 people in my PwC. They are training only the large language models. So you have like forecasting data, you have structured data, you have unstructured data. Every data will be placed in the model to get trained. When the model get trained, you have a set of data, you can get it as a refined data. By using the refined data, you can further train your model to get what actually expected for you. That is how you have to use the data to train the models. Nobody is going to give you a fully fledged trained and purified data. If you are going for financial system, you will get a financial data. So that is how you have to train.
Yeah, sir. So I have one more question regarding the
Your
privacy.
question has to be very specific. We have to go to next.
It's really specific. Actually, I went on to the Black Swan Summit that was happening for 2 days, yesterday and the day after tomorrow. There I heard people from Government of India who made the Sanchar Sathi app, right? And they were talking about the privacy and security benefits that we will be getting, the DPDP Act. And I asked them about the privacy part. It's secure. The Sanchar Sathi app is secure app. It helps the people of India who are not really aware of privacy and they are in a vulnerable place. But what about the privacy of data? The data is being held by the government of India.
Okay,
and,
okay.
Yeah.
That question has already been answered because we have already discussed what is the data and privacy should be in this domain. Okay.
No. His question is not like that. I'll just answer. I'll just answer it. Sanchar Sathi application is run with NIST framework. NIST framework is one of the very secured framework, 27001 ISO certified framework, which is contain the privacy of each and every individual users. There are two aspects used in Sanchar Sathi. One is user data, the second is your mobile IMEI data. The IMEI number will signify who is the user is, and then it signifies that user has the privacy has been preserved or not. So both has been taken care by the Sanchar Sathi, and I am one of the architects. When we designing this, DOT has called me, and I am one of the architects. We are working on this. It is a beautiful app. It gives. There are some kind of things are going on in the sake of politics. That is different thing. As a technical person, we must know that it takes care of the mobile data. It takes care of the user data, and also it gives back to your mobile when you stole or somebody lose the mobile. That's a beautiful app.
So, but one of the entrepreneurs, one of the Singaporean entrepreneurs asked that we can have the data directly from telecom companies instead of installing the app, particularly on the phone. That would be really privacy specific and that would really take care.
Thank you very much. We'll have to the next
Okay,
question.
okay.
Okay.
You can take offline with me. I will clarify. Yeah.
We'll have after this only one question, okay?
Good afternoon, everyone. So I'm Vaibhav Krishnan from third year ITR. Sir, my question will be a very frank student perspective question. Sir, I'm using AI, my friends are, and everyone, as I'm an engineering student, I see the misuse of AI mainly, which our teachers are not making us curious about AI. We are just asking, we are just taking help of it, and we are not curious. Back in years, our seniors, 3-4 years, before ChatGPT and all, they used to even read books and all for simple code also. But in my era and in my years, it's so easy that even if we are doing assignments, we just need to scan it and we will get the codes. So we are not curious, and everything is in our hand, and we are not curious. So
Okay.
how are the professors gonna make us curious? I think professors should.
I will answer your question. See, if you look at, we are facing this issue across, right? So also we are facing with students. So if you look at, see, using AI is obviously taking you to a vulnerable zone, right? I will rather tell in this language. You are already in a vulnerable zone with respect to innovation. So even if you are using AI for the information, do not use AI for your killing your innovation skill. For example, tomorrow I am writing a paper. See, the abstract should be written by me. The content of the body should be written by me. If you put in the ChatGPT AI and put together, you are killing your innovation skill. So that is the reason when you are going ahead using AI, your real innovation should not be stopped. As Professor Mahapatra told, I appreciate it. Nobody can replace your physical teacher. So nobody can replace your own thought. But information will help you. So our advice to the students community will be there. You use AI for information. Do not use AI to use your innovation skill, which may kill your innovation tomorrow. So that is the reason
See, actually,
we are bringing lot of ethical guidance, or the government is set to bring how to control all this. Otherwise, it will be very difficult to control what students are doing, right? I think others,
See, actually, right?
right?
See, as a student, right, my suggestion is using AI, ChatGPT, getting a code. That's not a big deal. Right now, nobody is looking for writing a code. Those are the days you were comparing long back. Writing code is a skill. Right now, writing code is not a skill.
Right.
You just need to think of what problem you are solving. Think
Right.
that use ChatGPT, use anything, get the code, but are you solving some problem? Think that you are solving some problem. That is what is business need right now.
Right, thank you very much. Because if you look at, the innovation skill has to be contented. Otherwise, tomorrow, the generations will be in trouble. So I think that is what is the question, and we will move to the next question.
Sir, just one follow-up.
Yes.
Sir, I personally believe that teachers should make us curious. They should.
Oh no, that comes from a very classical teaching, and this should happen. There is no doubt about it.
I'll answer.
Yes.
No, I think there is a myth and perception. There is a gap between the thinking of the teachers and the students.
Right.
Students think they are smart enough to use ChatGPT AI.
Yes.
But remember, ChatGPT AI, whatever you do, it is only information providing tool, and it has ability to analyze also. And that's true. But remember, now the learning landscape has changed. We are no more to only have coding, no more to have just information. It's beyond that. Look at a thing where you'll be evaluated critically with your ability to think, ability to analyze a problem and solve it. So therefore the exam pattern should be no more the standard text. Rather, it should be all creative questions for different, where your AI also will fail. So that's the kind of days are coming.
Yes,
Yes,
you
sir.
at any time you should not allow yourself to kill your innovative or programming skills. I mean innovation and research skills, right? But one thing should be remembered here, that as we have discussed, For example, coding is no more required. See, already Microsoft and Google have declared 30% coding is done by AI. You have to go next step ahead, right? So that is how we look at it, but things are very vulnerable. We have to take a measure. Next question, please.
Sir, just one, like.
Please,
Sir,
we'll discuss.
one suggestion, like.
No,
from
no,
student-
I am sorry. We'll go to the next because you discuss
Thank you, sir. Thank you,
off the
sir.
screen.
Thank
okay?
you, everyone.
We have to conclude, right?
Thank you.
We'll just have last question and we'll.
So, good
We'll have the
afternoon, panel
recommendations.
and everyone here. My name is Bhubaneswar. I am from CSC branch. I have a direct straight question to the healthcare department. So, like we are using AI for some healthcare tips and responses for a fever or etc. So, how should we validate that the response is correct, or we should discard it and consult to a doctor? So, what are the parameters we should check before truly and blindly using the response? That's all.
Both, you have to use both. Sometimes doctors, I told you, between the doctor's judgment and AI, there is a 4% difference. That 4% difference in America make 2 million mistakes. So when you talk 4% and you are dealing with 150 crores people, that you have a lot gap. So what you should do, first you go through the AI and then go to doctor and then find out what is the right way. Because I told you, go to a doctor 20 years, go to a doctor 50 years, and go to a doctor 70 years. Things are not same.
Yes, sir.
Because it depends, it is a treatment is not only a knowledge in the books, moral values, ethical values, your eye-to-eye contact, and motivation that you don't have. Half of you think you are disease. I say don't have disease. When I say you are sleeping at 2 o'clock, your brain doesn't get rest, you are all disease. If you look at the sleep disorder, all of are disease. No, there is a book on sleep medicine. Go to 1952, John Hopkins started sleep medicine department. All of you sleep at 2 o'clock, you are disease. The question, what you define as a right thing for a particular age group. What you maybe think normal, she may not be thinking normal. But there has to be standardization which world has to follow. You see, WHO are given for everything standardization. So when you say I am thinking normal or abnormal, that doesn't cover all entire people. AI can give you correct up to 98%. A doctor judgment can give you correct up to 94%. I remember when I entered AIMS, we had a professor who had done from Vellore, and he thought when you are 30 years old, he can cure everything. He became 50 years old, he thought he can cure only 50%. When he became 80 years old, he said, I can only cure 20%. As the experience goes on, that small doctor who is only 2 years old practicing, he said everything is curable. As he kept on having 30, 40, 50 years of experience, he said, no, there is something which is lacking between doctor and the patient, everything is not curable. This is where the experience comes in.
Okay.
Thank you. This was a
Thank you
great
very much.
session. Thank you.
So we had a very extensive discussions on what are the opportunities, what are vulnerable, what measures we can take and we should take.
Excuse me, to give the lady one chance. One lady just
Just
here. At least you give her a chance.
Good afternoon, respected dignitaries. So, I have a question. If we can drink tea without sugar, then how can we imagine our tremendous journey of education without teachers? Though AI will provide numerous benefits, but how could we tell that AI could provide better opportunity than our physical teachers?
I think Professor Nanda can throw some lights.
So it is never told that teachers will be replaced.
Yes.
Rather, the way of learning will change, and AI will help you to understand more. It is a supplement to the teacher and student community, and rather to go to a higher dimension to critically think, analyze, and more problem-solving ability for the complex problem which are there in the world. So that is where AI will help. AI never replace the teacher, and teacher has to go to a different level.
And at no case your problem solving capabilities should be killed by this. That is what is the one of the very important aspect. So with the concluding remarks of this discussion, yes.
Just one thing. So this is a very just one example to just augment what Professor Pradipta said. So I'll just give one small example of how the the top executives, the top scientists, they use AI today. I mean, not the deep AI, but AI like generative AI like ChatGPT. So you guys know NVIDIA, you have heard of NVIDIA CEO Jensen Huang, right? Just Stanford graduate. So very recently, he was asked, very recently Jensen Huang, the CEO of NVIDIA, was asked, say, how do you use AI, right? Because NVIDIA is the engine behind the AI execution. NVIDIA made AI possible, the modern AI possible, right? So Jensen Huang said, well, this is how I use generative AI in my day-to-day lives. So he says that when a question comes to my mind, I ask ChatGPT, I ask Llama, I ask Perplexity, and I compare what the answers they give. They all give different answers. And then I said, what do I do? Then I said, okay, I apply my mind that, okay, there are these 3 top AI agents that are telling me something, who is right, and if they are not, then what else can I think of? So that, then he says, I use those 3, analyze them, integrate all these 3 answers with my own thinking, so that I can ask better questions to my employees, my scientists, my engineers, my business people, so that my company can do better. That puts me at a higher level of thinking than I was able to do before generative AI was there. That is how we should use generative AI.
Okay, thank you very much. So looking at all the verticals that we have discussed, so I think we understand, we stand before your lunch, but there are very important things which we can disseminate out of this discussion. So we have to develop ethical frameworks, promote transparency. Okay. Okay. And we'll go for implementing training programs. We should have audit assessment. We should have ethical research programs in the institutes. So looking at all these, really I thank all the panelists for their extensive comments and thoughts process to this AI in education and the further extensions. With this, we conclude this. And again, I thank all the audience for their support for this kind of discussions, which will take it forward. Thank you very much.
Students, please stay back. You are going to have a photograph with all our eminent speakers. Please stay back. Before the lunch, please stay back. Please take your seats. All of you, please sit down. Everyone in the audiences, please sit down. Please take your seats. Thank you, dear panelists. As you have rightly said, teachers are indispensable and irreplaceable. With this, I request our Vice Chancellor, Sir, to felicitate Professor Subhrangshu Ranjan Samantre, Dr. Debabrata Nayak, and Shri H.K. Ratha. As everything that commences has an end, so we have also come to the end of the one-day national conclave on AI in education, policy, practice, and future pathways. Hosted by AIC-SOA Foundation in collaboration with AICTE New Delhi, organized by Siksha Anusandhan deemed to be university. Now I request Professor Jyotiranjan Das, Dean, Student Welfare, Siksha Anusandhan, deemed to be University, to kindly propose a formal vote of thanks.
There is a small announcement that we are going to conduct a one-day workshop on 10th February. That is Chevenin Alumin Project, Next Gen Women in STEM, Taking Action and Creating Change. This is a scholarship, it's an awareness program for all the lady or girl childs. And the participants are invited from various other institutes, not only from SOA, but other neighboring universities. So all of you, please do join this. The information has been already circulated. Thank you so much.
Good afternoon all. So we have shared one e-certificate Google form. So please fill up your information there. The channel name is AI in Education. Please go through that one and please register yourself, the information whichever you are given. So that will be circulated through your mail ID. The e-certificate will be provided only those who have participated only. So thank you everyone.
Thank you. Good afternoon. I'll take hardly 2 minutes because I am also driven by AI, run by AI, managed by AI. But one thing which surprised me, even top-notch personalities were on the stage, including Professor Ashok Mahapatra, Professor Pradipta Kumar Nanda, Mr. Satish Pradhan, Professor Deva Prasad Naik, Mr. Hemanta Kumar Ratha, Vijay Sahu, and Professor Subhranshu Samantarai, Professor Ashwini Nanda from IIT Bhubaneswar, and the students were not controlled. So what came to my mind, topic is very nice, AI in education, but what I feel, education about AI is not over. We need to learn more and more about AI, its impact upon us in the near future, in long run. It is AI in education. I found all the vowels are here. A, E, I, O, U. That means vowels of education, world of education, world of AI here. Still we are shouting. What way AI can control the discipline? Just keep quiet for 1 minute and think how AI can control or stop the shouting or indiscipline of students. I am not saying you are doing anything wrong. AI has not touched that component, that aspect, and AI will definitely take care. And I take suggestions from the experts that AI should work on how to maintain discipline inside class. Whenever a teacher comes, automatically student will get discipline. Whenever teacher leaves, then student leaves. That must be AI driven. पिलामाने टिके धैर्य धरंतु 2 मिनिट पाई आपण मानक सहित आमर एक्सपर्ट मानकर ग्रुप फोटो उठिबो तापरे आपण माने जिबे आपण मान पे व्यवस्था हेछि जोटा एआई कर नै ह्यूमन करिछि फूड रो अरेंजमेंट सब एआई भाबिले असुविधा हबो तेणु ए वन डे नेशनल कॉन्क्लेव रे आपण मानक समस्त को अनेक अनेक शुभेच्छा अभिनंदन पुणी थरे स्वा विश्वविद्यालय तरफ रो AIC-SOA एवं ऑल इंडिया काउंसिल फॉर टेक्निकल एजुकेशन रो मिलित उद्यम रे आज वन डे नेशनल कॉन्क्लेव एआई इन एजुकेशन एठी आपण माने अटेंड कले मु भाबुची निश्चित भाव रे यू विल लीव दिस podium or the stage or the convention center with some goodies or great learning, and definitely it will strengthen and help your future to grow for a sustainable and Viksit Bharat in 2047. God bless you all. Jai Jagannath, Bande Uttal Janni.
Please be seated. I invite all the speaker to come in the front. They can stand and we can have a group photograph with our students. All students also can come forward.
క్లోజ్ చేసేందుకు పిల్లలు క్లోజ్ చేస్తారు